Hey everyone, I'm here to introduce another conversation with Gwen. In this episode, we discuss Biden's cancer diagnosis, the Democratic primary, and the 2016, 2020, and 2024 elections. Here it is. Did you have an opinion on Biden's cancer diagnosis?
Yeah, it seemed real fishy to me. And I will say my dad had prostate cancer, and so did actually I think all of his brothers and my grandpa on my mom's
Oh
side.
my
And like
gosh.
they all well, they're all fine, I should say that. They're all
Yeah.
fine. And they caught it really early. Like as far as I know, every single one of them, it was like I guess I can speak mostly for my dad because that was like the closest that I was to it. Like
Mhm.
they caught it super early. He didn't have chemo or anything. He just had surgery and that was it. And they like got
Yeah.
it all out. So in my personal experience, it seemed very surprising that they didn't catch it for so long. Like it
Yeah.
took them until it was already because it was at stage what stage was it? I can't remember. It's been a
It's
while.
advanced, but I cannot
Yeah.
remember. And there was like two different types of stages that they were reading as well. I
Um,
don't, but
Let me
but
just
yeah,
see.
it's been a while since I.
Yeah. It seemed very fishy to me, like the timing of it being announced
Mhm.
and like how far along it
Yeah.
was when they say that they caught it. Oh, it had spread to his bones, that's what it said.
Yeah.
Oof,
Oh,
that's so
yes.
I mean, I
Yes.
feel so bad about that. That sucks.
So that's the thing. Like, we've both talked about this, and other
Mhm.
friends talked about this. I don't like him as a politician, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean I'm heartless and don't care for him as a man.
Yeah, that's
I
what's I
don't think
mean,
he should have been I don't think he wanted to be president in the first place. So,
oh my God.
like, last time
Yeah.
we were talking about how we felt bad that he's spending the last few years of his life like this, and now
Yes.
he got this
Yes,
cancer
that's right.
diagnosis, and it's like, "Are you kidding me?" You know?
Yeah, yeah. No, I just feel bad. I mean, I think of him like I agree. Like, I don't think he'll go down as like the best president of the country, like in the history of ever, or even in like the top 20. But I, I have always thought of him as almost like a grandfather figure. He just seems that way. Like he's one of those. He's like a little losing it a little bit. Like sits in the corner,
Mhm.
is very nice and kind, but like should not have been president. And I
Right.
do think it seems like a lot has come out too, where there was a lot of cover up to like how
Yeah.
bad like it was, which is concerning. Like I can understand why a lot of people would lose a lot of faith in like the Democratic establishment
Yes.
because that's like, and how they would be okay with that is upsetting and shocking. But I do feel bad as a person. I agree. Like it's sad. It would be sad for anybody if Trump got cancer late in life and it was like to spread his bones. Like that's just
Mhm.
sad. It's unfortunate, especially after everything. What a
I
life, I guess. And
I
his son too dying from cancer. Like that's just a lot. That's a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah, I personally wonder what kind of wife would do that to their husband. I'm actually, like, hating Jill a lot over
Oh,
this.
for letting him run.
Yes.
Like, yeah. I mean,
And she
I
does.
don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I
I
don't
feel
know
like
behind closed doors, but she doesn't even seem
yeah.
to feel bad that that's what she did to him in his last.
Yeah. Well, I'm also
Yeah,
just
for
like
like that
how
happening.
maybe it speaks to like how much he really thought he wanted it. Like I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. It definitely seems strange and you feel bad, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I feel bad for him, but I think he probably was aware of this way before, if I
Mhm.
had to guess.
Yeah. Well, because there was, he said back in 2022 that he had cancer, and then they're like, "Oh, he misspoke." And
Uh,
so it's like, well,
I did not hear about that.
it was at a press conference in 2022, Biden announced he had cancer, but the White House immediately retracted the statement, claiming he misspoke.
Who and how? Like in what way? What is
I
he supposed to have been talking about?
I oh god, I don't even know what he was supposed to be talking about. I think it was one of those like kind of mumbled things in front of the microphone. You
Well,
know,
yeah,
they
it says he made remarks that led to question. He stated that due to pollution in his childhood hometown town in Delaware, he and so many other people he grew up with have cancer. Yeah, you're right. They quickly clarified Biden was referring to non-melanoma skin cancers that he had removed
Oh,
before his
okay.
presidency.
Okay.
Interesting. But so okay, so he had cancer. But yeah, no, I definitely like just given my personal experience with prostate cancer, it seemed fishy and it did seem like they waited to announce it until, like they definitely weren't going to announce it while he was running. Even then, once he wasn't running,
Mhm.
I feel like they didn't want that to become a story, and so they held on to it until way after. And now, oh, by the way.
Yes. Also, I mean, this is a little bit of a spin-off, but
Mhm.
I feel that the Democrat Party does not let their voters choose who their candidate is. Do you feel like that at all?
Like you're talking about Kamala Harris, that whole situation.
I'm
I so
talking
I
about all of it. Like Bernie
oh.
was more popular than Hillary. They took it from Bernie. They made Hillary the candidate for the 2016 election. And
But didn't
then
she win the primary?
Bernie was more popular. So the
Like, well,
DNC
how are they
chose her.
considering? How are they checking popularity other than votes?
So the DNC can override that.
Yeah, she got 20. She got 2,842 delegates. He only got 1,800.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I think she won that, like, fair and square. However, and then the Kamala Harris thing, like, I thought, so my understanding is that came down to, like, because Joe was already like the on the ticket as the
Yeah.
candidate, they could not replace him with anybody other than her because her like the ballots in so many states, like you have to submit all of that like way in advance or whatever. In
Uh-huh.
so many states, like the deadline had passed for them to change it to somebody that wasn't already, like it was some sort of shit like that. I mean, I don't agree. I don't love it. It makes me not, it like
Yeah.
I think it's shitty. But I feel like it was I go back to blaming, like, they should have never let him run in the first place. There should have been a primary, like they should have just done the normal, like I thought when he ran the first time, he committed to not
Mhm.
running again.
Right. I
And
can't
that's why
remember.
I felt like I thought a lot of people voted for him under that impression the first time around, not this most recent. But so yeah, I mean, no, I don't know that I would agree with the statement that they don't let their voters choose, but I do understand how you could get to that conclusion.
Mhm.
I feel like there is some like kind of shady dealings, but like from what
Yeah.
I've heard of like the reasons behind it, like it is all seems to check out to me at least.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing as far as Sanders and Clinton in 2016, yes, you're correct. She had the popular vote. She had more delegates.
Yeah.
She had everything she needed. As far as people believing it was stolen from Bernie, it was emails were leaked by people by the DNC.
Oh, okay, I do vaguely recall this. Yeah, I do feel
Yeah.
like they were like they did not want him to win. I feel like I remember
Yes.
seeing that.
Yes.
Yes, like that, and that is fair. I feel like it's such a challenge on the
I know.
Democratic side of like there is a lot of popularity with those candidates like Bernie that are very,
Mhm.
socialist, like for lack of a better term, like they're very far left. Like there's actually so much support for that. However, I think the Democratic Party at large, at like the leadership level, doesn't believe that that type of candidate can win
See,
ultimately.
yes, there's a similar thing going on in the Republican Party is the
Yeah, we're like the
abortion.
extremes.
You
Yeah.
know, they go so far right, and they were
Yeah.
at the beginning of all of this when I was doing the caucusing and the conventions, they were really trying to get like really crack down on abortions more and
Yeah.
with more pro-life legislation. And it was the only people fighting against it were people, like under the age of 50, men and
Yeah.
women fighting against it. And
Mhm.
like at our what was it county convention, I spoke and I was like, regardless of what you believe, if you want a Republican to win, you cannot have this type of legislation. Like it's just
Yeah.
not. And I think that that same concept can be applied to
Yes. Like
the Democrat. It's like
yeah. There's
it's
certain things that I feel like whoever pulls the strings ultimately sees those as like losing, you know, whatever, losing positions, losing candidates. So yeah, you're right. I do remember like it's been so long since 2016, my God. But I do remember that coming out after that there was like whoever was in charge of the DNC at the time, yeah,
yeah.
was they were like openly discussing like how they were hoping that he wasn't gonna win and not supporting him, etc.
Yeah. And then I don't know how this happened, but I just remember like Biden was in fifth place and then suddenly
Ah,
all
yes,
four
like
people
that
in
was
front of him just jumped
yeah.
up and it's like,
It was
what are
because
they
he
talking
won.
about?
What did he win? Like there was some state he won that was like, oh, okay, and then it was like I forget. He like got somebody on his side. I forget who it was, but yeah, I will agree. I didn't vote for him in the primary. That he did not match
Yeah,
up.
I think if a different Democrat had run, regardless of whether Biden won the primary, if they went third party
Mm-hmm.
or something, like Tulsi, she left the party anyways. I wonder how that would have turned out.
I agree. Yeah, he was not my choice. I don't even
Yeah.
remember who. There were so many candidates. I do remember that. It was like, remember they had like, I remember they had to do like two debates
Yes. Yes.
with
They
like
had
10
dog.
people each or whatever. I remember that. Like, that's so tricky. I mean, I guess that's the politics part of it. That's part of it that I'm like, no, thank you. Like, I don't
Yeah.
feel good about it. That's why, but that's politics. Like, it's yucky.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to tell you about one of my sponsors real quick. Sometimes I get on a roll cleaning or gardening and I need a boost but don't have time for a meal. Big Fork Brand's pork jerky is the perfect choice to keep my momentum, offering high protein snacks for on the go energy boosts. Not only do they offer pork jerky, but they also make pork sticks, bacon sausage, bacon hot dogs, and burger and hot dog sauces. Products come in a variety of delicious flavors, including Thai green curry and maple and brown sugar for the meat options, and gangster and Chicago fire for the sauces. I personally think the original flavor of the pork jerky hits just right after tackling a big chore. It's a little salty and very flavorful. My discount code gives you 20% off your entire order, and it's currently the best deal available. Just visit bigforkbrands.com and enter in my promo code JADE, that's JADE, at checkout. See, and then also you have to have money and you have to have donors
Yeah.
to get anybody to hear your voice.
Yeah.
And I mean, that doesn't ensure that the best candidate wins
Oh,
either.
1000%.
You
Yeah.
know?
It is like, well, didn't that, oh God, what is that law that passed not that long ago that allows corporations to be treated as individuals? Like, that's what happened. Like, yeah, we need to take the money out of it. The money is,
Mhm.
it's like, that is definitely a problem.
Yeah.
What is that called? There was something that passed maybe like before, I feel like it was in the early 2000s maybe, where like it used to be that corporations could only donate up to a certain amount, I forget,
Yeah.
and then they passed and now they are treated like individuals and individuals can donate, was it unlimited or something? I don't know.
So, but I don't know. I thought it was 10,000 because I thought I hopefully I'm saying his name right. Dinesh D'Souza.
I don't know what that does. Mhm.
He got in trouble for you can only donate so much, and then he gave his money to other people to donate under their
Yes.
name.
Oh yeah, like packs and stuff. Yeah, I think that's what
Yeah,
it is.
and it was like
Uh, candid yeah,
$10,000 a cap.
unlimited transfers to a pack candidate
Okay.
committee.
Okay, so that's kind of how they're funneling money then, is going
Yes,
through that.
right. Unlimited party national committee. Yes, that's true. So individuals, you're right. There is a limit
Mhm.
to a candidate committee. See, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know. There's a good website about it.
Yeah.
What's FEC, Federal Election Campaign Act?
Oh.
That's what it was. I don't know. I forget. Like the short of it that I understand is like basically it allows maybe through PACs,
Yeah.
companies, corporations can give as much money as they want.
Okay.
And that is, you're right, why no name people will never win.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But yeah, I feel like I think that's maybe a part of the concern about Bernie too, is that he doesn't take, isn't he what, he doesn't take money from, well, I forget. I think he only takes money from individuals. I can't
He
remember. I feel like he's very,
took a lot of money from pharmaceutical companies,
oh, okay, well,
but
maybe it
that's
only
a
applies to
little
certain things.
different.
Yeah.
Like but yeah, I
Um,
think some things he doesn't.
yeah, so
He's a little
they
different.
also probably were worried about him not having enough money, and yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the candidates from 2016, the Democratic um primary, and I don't even remember half these people. My God.
Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, Tulsi Gabbard, Kamala Harris.
Oh, there were so
Yeah,
many.
some of them I can't. That's basically
Yeah,
all I can remember was like
this is crazy.
obviously Biden.
Incan Chaffee? Never heard of him.
No.
He was the governor of Rhode Island. Interesting. Anywho.
That's all I have for today. I started asking my followers what they thought about these topics, and Michael Knight Industries, Tracy on the Daily, and Rose Schwery all had basically the same opinions as Gwen and me in that Biden should have known about his cancer well before the time it was announced. Rose Schwery pointed out that he may not have known it was cancer, but he should have known that something was wrong due to other likely side effects. Let us know what you think about this episode on any of the podcast or social media platforms. As always, I'll be back soon with another update. Until then, please like, subscribe, and share this podcast, and follow me on Instagram and X at Shades of Jade Pod. Have a great day.